Hi everyone, Squire Twiz here. Uh, Another unboxing video this month. For a change, I've actually got two boxes which I've saved up so I can compare the two together. One is Infinity Crate, one is the Nerd Block Sci-fi. Basically the same thing. If anyone doesn't know, Nerd Block and Infinity Crates, you pay about £20, give or take, a month, and each month they send you a box full of goodies. They're aimed at geeks, nerds, people who like fantasy stuff, sci-fi stuff, all that sort of thing. Normally get random bits of collectibles. Infinity Crate, lately I've been a bit disappointed with, so this possibly might be my last one. Nerd Block I've only recently started with, but the last two boxes I've had have actually been quite good. So I thought for a change, I'd get them both together side by side, open them up, and you can see for yourselves which one seems to be the best. Now, Infinity Crate came about 3 weeks ago. I haven't actually looked at it, even though I have opened the box in preparation for the video. And because it's 3 weeks ago, I've forgotten what the theme for this one was. On the Nerd Block, this one's actually only just come in today. Again, I've forgotten what the theme is for this. I've got a funny feeling it was Invasion, but I can't remember. The one thing is, Nerd Block is shipped from Canada, I believe. Infinity Crates normally shipped from the UK. So this one's actually, while it left on the 5th, it's now what, the 13th? It's taken a while to get here. But that's actually better than it was last month. Last month I think it left on the 5th and it didn't arrive with me until about the 19th. Because it's got to go through customs and that. There's a customs declaration form on the front. Each month when these come in, the declaration form says it's worth $20 or £20 worth. Actually, it is in dollars, so it's $20 worth. It lists on the front, unfortunately, what you're going to get. Not in detail, but it does tell you get a t-shirt, vinyl toy, action figure, comic book, some coasters and an art print. So I know what I'm getting in this already. Infinity Crate, there's nothing on it because it comes from the UK, so I don't know what I'm getting in this. Best way is, I suppose, open them up, find out. So, open both up, and you can see for yourselves, while the boxes are different in size, the contents look very similar to start with. Now, both of these boxes contain t-shirts and normally vinyl pop figures. Infinity Crate put in a list of what you're going to get. Normally they do variants, so there might be 4 different t-shirts, 4 different pop figures you can get. I'm not going to look at that because I don't want to know. Let's start with the obvious then, the pop figures. Infinity Crate. We have James Gordon from the Gotham TV show, not from the actual Batman films or series. This is Gotham Before the Legend. Again, I say it's pop vinyl, it's number 75. Gordon with a gun and a badge, very simplistic figure. On the back, shows you what else are in the series. Normally, even though it's got a series of them on the back, the ones that you get in here don't have to actually be from the same set. So you might get like Gordon here, there might be a Superman one as well, or something else totally different, depends what the theme is for the box. Looks like on this set there was Gordon, Harvey Bullock, a little Bruce Wayne, Oswald Cobblepot, Penguin, Selina Kyle, Catwoman, and Fish Mooney. I'm not keen on these pop vinyls. Nerd Block have had bobbleheads before which look quite nice. The pop vinyls themselves, I think they're too simplistic. They're not a style I like. But that's Infinity Crate's one. Nerd Block, unfortunately this month, haven't got a bobblehead. They've got a pop vinyl as well. This one is Independence Day, David Levitson. So this is Independence Day Resurgence. This is the one that Tom Goldberg played? Oh, I can't remember. Was it Tom Goldberg? Is that his name? No, Jeff Goldblum. That's the name. We'll get there in the end. And this is obviously from the new Independence Day film that's coming out. It's number 300. There's only 3 apparently in the set. So Jake Morrison, Alien Warrior, or this character. Again, very simplistic and not something I'm that interested in. Don't want to do t-shirts yet. I'm going to leave the t-shirts. So next thing is okay. Wrapped up in. Right, we have a cup from Infinity Crate, and this is Adventure Time. Now I've never watched Adventure Time. I know it's a cartoon series. Don't really know what it's about. Will be Bro Legends, Brogins. It's a cup. What more can be said about that? What do I get out of here next? Tell you what, we'll pick out these. This is from Nerdblock, Cafe 80s, do not open until 1985, so this is a coaster set. Right, I should have left the knife. There we go. Yeah. Okay, we're in. Hill Valley, your future is here. Okay, so these are a set of 4. Hill Valley, 15-inch half green, half pepperoni pizza, Biff's Pleasure Paradise, and shield eyes from the light. So that is the flux capacitor. So these are Back to the Future coasters. Thin metal and a bit of cork backing. They don't look too bad. It's a nice little set. But there wasn't anything on the front to make it obvious it's Back to the Future. So I don't know about these. They're not bad. For a little collectible, I suppose. Okay, right, next we have Infinity Block. Marvel Superhero Adventures. It says Spider-Man on the label, just so you can see that there. But if I'm not mistaken, that looks more like Iron Man to me. So Play School Heroes, Spider-Man. This isn't actually Spider-Man, this is definitely Iron Man. Yeah. Not interested. We have from Nerdblock, Aliens vs Colonial Marines. You can see that. It is a set of plastic army figures. Now, I do like Aliens. The Aliens vs Colonial Marines game was a bit of a flop. The original Aliens vs Predator 1 and 2 games that came out way back in the mid to late 90s, they were good games. The ones that have followed since have been a bit rubbish, except for whatever the latest Aliens one is, where you're on the ship and you're playing the female character. It's more of a stealth game than it is a tactical shoot or anything like that. That's actually quite good. I've not completed it yet. But you've got here, yeah, the little green plastic army men that you may have played with as a kid, but in an Aliens and Marines version. 10 figures, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Aliens and 5 Marines. I don't want to get out the bag, but they look pretty basic detailing, but they look actually not too bad. And for a fan of Aliens and that, it's a nice little collectible, so that's actually a win. Okay, what else we got left? We have a sword from the Infinity Crate box. It is just, yep, a small sword from Game of Thrones. Nope, that's a downer. In here we have a Battlestar Galactica comic. Judging by that, I would say it's the old Viper, but it looks more like it's the new series. I mean, I used to watch the old series when it was out back in, well, re-shown in the late 70s, early 80s. Well, it was shown in the late 70s, early 80s. I watched some of the new series when it came out in 2000s. Weren't a big fan of it, but I do like Battlestar Galactica. And this is, yep, this is definitely, looking at the characters in it, this is definitely based on the new series rather than the older one. Very bright colours, artwork looks pretty nice. It's a one-shot comic block, which is Nerdblock's, one of Nerdblock's other boxes they do. Exclusive. Okay, not too bad. Doubt it will actually be worth very much, but I collect a few comics, so that's a nice one, nice addition for me as well. We'll put that one there. Not much left now. There is a poster in each box. So Infinity Crate have their poster that tells me the theme for the month was Honour. What have we got here? We have Stormtroopers, Knights, Halo, Captain America, Fallout. Not sure what the others are. It's a poster. Not really bothered. Another box one says it's an art print. It's the DeLorean from Back to the Future in sort of bright colours and have very different things. Limited edition 30th anniversary. Again, it's a poster. Not too bothered about that. So it comes down to the t-shirts. We'll go for the Infinity Crate one. T-shirts normally decent quality from both boxes. Hero Comics Daredevil, The Man Without Fear. Very plain design really, but it's nice. Feels nice quality t-shirt, and it's I like t-shirts. T-shirt is always a win. Nerd Blocks one. This actually feels a better quality t-shirt. Feels heavier. It's not as thin, and it is Jurassic Pops. Okay, the comic take on the obviously Jurassic Park. You've got a dinosaur eating basically serialized eggs. Free gift inside is a bone. Yeah, nice and bright. That actually looks a better t-shirt than the other one. They're done by Shirt Punch. You always get a 10% discount if you've got a Nerd Block. That's a nice t-shirt. There's a few bits of card left in the Nerd Block one. Shirt Punch, $10 credit if anyone wants that code. Okay, Nerd Blocks, Independence Day Surgeons. You could have had Jake Morrison or David Levison Funko Pops. Everything else was the same. So Jurassic Pops t-shirt, the colonial means, the artwork, the coasters, etc. Okay, there's a 50% off for Nerd Block subscribers when you spend it at Factory Entertainment. Enter promo code NERD16 at checkout. And soon we'll have a hint of next month's. So July, Sci-Fi Block is bringing you paranormal item from Ghostbusters and something from NASA and Star Trek, with also 2 exclusives. I said the Infinity Crate one, that's their card, that's all that's in there in the card work. I could have had an Adventure Time, a Buzz Aldrin, Buzz Lightyear, Game of Thrones, Captain America, or the Gotham pop vinyl figure. There's a Game of Thrones t-shirt from Night's Watch, a Skyrim t-shirt, or the Daredevil one. 2 super cute plushies, which they've only got the picture of the one, which happens to be Captain America. So we know that's Iron Man, even though it says Spider-Man on it. And a choice of 2 Adventure Time cups. To be honest, all in all, there's some good stuff in one box. There's not so much good stuff in the other box. It's probably just because every time I've had a Nerd box so far, the stuff they've put in there are things I like. The Battlestar Galactica comic, the Aliens figures. I even like the t-shirts because they actually are thicker, heavier t-shirts, good quality. The pop vinyl figures are let down this month, just because I don't personally like pop vinyls. The 2 I've had in the last couple of months have been slightly taller bobblehead figures. One was Doctor Who, one was the First Order Stormtrooper. They look really nice. These don't. Infinity Crate, that's a really crap plushie figure. A cup, it's a cup. Vinyl figure, again, that scores the same as a Goth one. I don't like vinyl figures. The Game of Thrones sword, which is only in a plastic bag. It looks cheap and tacky. T-shirt is the one saving grace in this because it is a T-shirt. I like T-shirts, but compare that quality to an Block one, it doesn't feel quite as good quality. So Infinity crates on mine, 6 out of 10 maybe. Nerd Block this month, 7.5, 8 out of 10 for theirs. It's a bit down on the last two I've had, but it still means I'm going to keep getting it. Infinity crate, I've had too many of these now which have been a disappointment. I think I'm going to stop these now, continue with Nerd Blocks and see how it goes, and I might even potentially get some of the different Nerd Block ones. They do a comic box, they do a horror box, they do an arcade box, they also do one for boys and one for girls, so they've got a range of different boxes you can get with different stuff in them. I might try one of their others. Well, that's it for me from this month, and hopefully I'll see you again in a month's time.